I'm the Goddess Complex. Hold on, let me straighten you up right quick. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. This is my second time recording this video. Hi, I'm the Goddess Complex. Welcome to the Sage Sessions. So I'm going to teach you guys about the art of protection, especially, like I said, if you watched my live stream last night, the other night, Cards and Coffee with Shea Diamond, my cousin. Hi. We talked about a lot of different things. Also, I said I was going to speak about the protection thing, especially right now. This is a time of spiritual warfare. And if you don't know what spiritual warfare is, it's a battle of good and evil, light and dark. It has been here since the dawn of all time, and my ring light is getting brighter as we speak it. Somebody's cutting that light up. I can see it. Anyway, the things I go through spiritually. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. It got brighter. I don't know which angel or being that was, but okay, it's brighter. But yeah, I'm going to give you a few facts first before I actually show the actual tools and things that I've used. So many things are in my past videos that I've posted on this channel that I use to protect myself. One being a travel altar, and of course, white sage. So I'm going to go into some other different properties as well. But first thing first, we need to talk about self-awareness. Identifying things like trauma, family curses, things of negative karmic energy attractions and things of that nature. Okay, first thing first, trauma. Of course, if you're in a certain state, you're going to, or let's say you were abused as a child, you're going to harbor some type of energy within yourself that's going to naturally attract different beings, whether it's child abuse or just neglect, or being children of divorce, any type of trauma, let's say bullying, anything that can put you or keep you in a lower state. Just speaking off of my experience, keeping you like that. Also, that ties in with the generational curses, the karmic energies that may dwell in a family, because not all families are the Cosbys. Even the Cosbys aren't the Cosbys. But of course, if you're in a low state, if you're around, if you have like let's say a short temper, or you're always constantly angry or mad or easily triggered, or unbalanced, which are just signs of unbalancedness in the spirit. Also, that attracts karmic, entities and energies and things of that nature to you. They like to feed off fear. They like to feed off depression. They like to feed off anything that's considered low vibrational, angry, fear, depressive, anything that's kind of a heavier feeling. They like to feed off of that. And also, they do like to feed off of high positive vibrations of energy as well, divine energy as well. But they like to do that to lower it to a lower energy. It's like a feeding thing. It's a feeding thing because they use it for other purposes. And that'll be a whole nother video. Like I said, I am going to go into the gang stalking and the targeted individual, high, current survivor, current, warrior in that field right now. So I will go into the whole gang stalking, and of course the gang stalking individual will be the targeted individual. That's what they're gang stalking, and how that is tied into the spirituality and spiritual warfare. But that is its own topic in itself, because like I said, that's something I'm currently going through, and so many other divine feminines and divine masculines and just people in general are going through. Just other spiritual people are just going. It's a part of. It's like a rite of passage almost at this time, especially if you are a divine feminine or a divine masculine, or some type of healer or prophet or anything that is of divine purpose. You will be attacked. Tarot reader, counselor, teacher, herbalist, whatever, anything that is of divine energy, of a divine path, you will become a targeted individual, or are already a targeted individual and don't know it. But also, just getting into this, like I said, this is my second time recording this video. I had some good tips, but I'm trying to remember everything. Also, biological changes with spiritual warfare. Things of, if you notice a change in your body, your skin, hair loss, abnormal qualities about your body, the way your body's processing. Also, unnatural changes, inside the body as well. I know for a lot of people, if you have, normally you're not acne prone, you have acne, start getting acne and all these weird elements, skin molds and skin tags, and just anything, boils, warts, stuff like that, very abnormal things that that you're a clean person. Also, another form of you're being spiritually attacked, which is black magic or any type of hoodoo or anything like that. Also, if like you're normally a very clean person and you have acne and all this like different stuff going on, you're sweating more, you have a sweat or a odd odor or smell, you notice, that you're a clean person, and that ain't it. And you know, like, nah, this is something else. Also, like I said, skin tags, you notice bruises on your body. If you wake up with bruises, if you're noticing different scars and scratches and all this other stuff, mind you, I've been through all of this at this point. I have no shame, and like, I've been through all this hair loss. I just got my edges to grow back. It wasn't there, none there before the magic, but you know what I mean? Still, I just got them to grow back a little bit. Like, my hair is finally growing back. My skin is doing better, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this different things, but just noticing any abnormal, something that's not normal for you. And of course, you can still go. I would still recommend going to the doctor and eat. And if you're fine, the doctor says you're fine, your tests are coming back fine. You know, everything's, and there's no irregularity in your body, but you're still having issues, and like also sleep deprivation. I mean, everything, weight gain, just a weird amount of weight. There go that lightning and thunder. Weight gain and weight loss and all these different types of things going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff that is abnormal. Abnormal chunks of weight just falling off in a week or two time. Not sleeping, not eating, or even overeating. Believe it or not, overeating and abnormal weight gain that is that regular for you. So you only you would know this, and for each person it's going to be individualized. Also, supernatural experiences, everything from like dreams, especially pay attention to your dreams. I do recommend throughout all this keeping a personal journal and also keeping a dream journal as well. Or you can just get a big book, one of those big composition books, real big one, and split it up half and half. That way you have one section for dreams and then one section for your personal things about how you're feeling, how your eating habits and things that are going on with you during this time that you may feel like you're under spiritual attack. Also, any supernatural experience, like I said, your dreams, pay attention to what's going on in your dreams, especially if you're having some deep, dark dreams. You may be under what is called a dream manipulation spell. Things of that, it goes deep. Anything to warp your mind. Also, back to the biological changes, your way of thinking, your feelings, your emotions, your mind, body, and spirit is just all of a sudden it's irregular for you. You're noticing things around you at work and stuff like that, and people are coming at you, just chaos basically is being created, especially if you're an introvert or you're not that type of person, or you know what I'm saying, like that, not that type of person. You're under spiritual attack. And also, like I said, spiritual dreams and things of that nature, like there's dream manipulation spell. Only you would know the difference between your regular spiritual dreams and also your weird lucid dreams. Well, that lucid dreams is actually so good, but the difference, dark dreams that don't sit right with you, basically. Also, misplaced items. Believe it or not, people can send things to you. They can send spirits. They can send everything. I've had everything thrown at me, and I'm still like literally currently. I'm this week, today actually on Easter. Someone sent something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't normally have certain things happen to me, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like again this week, and it's been back to back. It's the gang stalking black magic, just back to back. It's only because, if you're being attacked, that means you have a divine purpose here on earth, and you're about to step into it, like myself. God's gonna clear the way. Just know He got you. He got you. I would not mess with God right now. I just heard that thunder and lightning boo. I wouldn't mess with Him right now. He's been answering me a little bit more often lately. But yeah. Also, like I said, spiritual contact of negative energy. Like I said, I do a lot of angel work, so I have a lot of angels and light beings come around me more often than, and elders and ancestors and stuff come around me more often than negative energy. But like I said, this week, and it's like on and off, and it goes in a cycle, I notice. So I make sure I kind of protect myself a little bit on the regular. Like I said, crystals and all. I'm going to get into the tools in just a minute. But like I said, noticing heavier energies, especially if you're asleep at night, you feel like something's hanging over you or watching you sleep or any kind of weird thing. You're noticing just eerie feelings and heaviness and just dark energy and negative energy and anger and just things like that nature, or even energy around you making you feel angry. Like I said, I went through all that this week. And plus, also the moon phases can make you feel like that naturally anyway, because some of the phases are meant to bring it up. But if that's something that's irregular to you, more, and it's happening more often, and then also it's affecting your work life, your finances, your health, your, just your regular daily life, your things, your passion, your creativity, and other different things that may become blocked. Like I said, just you're going to be under spiritual attack. So I'm going to get right into, it's 10:10 when I said that. Synchronicity. We on the roll. I'm going to get into the actual tools that I currently have been using. Also, before I go into that, I want to recommend some books. They're just, you can, go, if I have the Nook 2 color reader, e-reader book, tablet. So some of these books, like I said, I research a lot. I don't practice. I do angel work and protection, purification, and a lot of simple spiritual practices. I don't really go into the dark stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have a reason for that, but love and light. I'm trying to stay on the light side. The light side is the right side. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple different books. I'm going to leave them in the description box below. I use these for research and reference, especially with protection. They have a lot of good section on protection, but also just to have knowledge of. I had to understand why this stuff was happening to me, especially black magic and stuff like that. You hear about it in different things, but you don't think people would actually use it against you. But yeah, I had to research and understand. You have to understand your enemy's standpoint mentally. You have to understand the mental. I say, why are they saying this and how are they doing it? My biggest thing is, it's like, okay, I know why. I found out why. I'm a divine person. How you doing? Divine feminine, divine, worker of the Lord, warrior of the Lord. How you doing? And also, like I said, if you meant to change the world, boo, you're going to be spiritually attacked. You will become a targeted individual. You might as well come on, get ready. Get ready. Everybody's about to go fight this spiritual war now, especially after quarantine. But I'm going to, I use these books, I read them. It's a lot of information. A lot of it is, like I said, I come from a very religious family, and stepping into spirituality, and I have to get into that different, that's a different phase. Like I said, I've always been spiritual, more spiritual than religious, but getting really comfortable with that, especially coming from a super spiritual family. Spiritual and religious. It's a little, kind of almost 50-50, but more religious than spiritual. So just really like strict religious, stuff. So I'm going to leave those below. I have there's more, but these are the main books that I like to read from. And there's others that I have, but it's for different types of spiritual working, especially for cleaning your aura and stuff like that. So I have that, and that'll be coming up in a later video. Just, things to kind of help heal yourself. So that'll be in the healing portion of this particular series of the Sage Session. So I'm glad you're still there. It's 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Stay there. We're almost done. So these books are references. I don't really practice a whole lot from them, but I have learned a lot. It gives you the history of magic and things of that nature, and how and why people do this and use this and how they're doing it. So I'm going to leave that in the description box below. Also follow me on Instagram, goddess_complex777, and the podcast at podbean.com or the Podbean app, The Goddess Complex. I'm going to be posting weekly now instead of bi-weekly. Also, so we're going to get into the tools. So first thing first, prayer, covering yourself. There are beautiful prayers. The whole book of Psalms. Psalms 51, 43, some of everything. 90, was it 94, 95, something like that? Some of everything. 23, all of that. The whole book of Psalms is like literally the protection spell book of the Bible, or clearing of the Bible, protection, affirmation of the Bible. There's also different protecting chants and affirmations you can say over yourself. Like I said, I like to cleanse myself, and sage and different things of that nature, what I'm about to get into with the smoke clearing. But you want to do this, and like I said, I talk to God every day. Streamline that prayer. Like I said, He answered me in His time. I just put in the request. He worked it out for me. He worked it out for me. Also, like I said, covering yourself with prayer, covering yourself with just asking for prayer and covering, calling on the angels, angel invocation. That's another thing. Calling, like, there are different angels, like Archangel Michael's under protection. He got you. He got you. All you got to do, and like I said, with certain angels, be very specific. Make sure you are, like I said, I normally light a white candle. Just depends on which angel you're contacting. Archangels and different other angels, they have different properties that they kind of deal with and responsibilities and stuff that they can help you with. They're here to assist, but also be respectful towards the angels and elders and ancestors and everyone else. Also, there's different, like I said, biblical prayers, different affirmation. If you're not religious, different affirmations for protection. Like Pinterest is your best friend. I have learned and researched so much. You would think I was the Wicked Witch of the West with all those pins. It's addictive. And like, be careful with the information, but at the same time, it's beautiful. I just pin everything. I read it, I research it, I save it for later. A lot of this stuff is stuff I already knew, and I didn't know this was considered magic and stuff like that. Just something we do down south. It's just tradition through the African, culture, especially when we got, shipped here, borrowed, stolen, whatever you want to call it, whatever down here. And the heritage still stays down here, the traditions and different things like that, which gets me into this next point. So after prayer, affirmations, really speaking it into existence. First thing first, I'm going to introduce people to white sage. This is white sage. There's several different types of sages, but I like the white sage. Cedar sage is fine, but it stinks really bad. But white sage is going to help cleanse and protect the home. You're going to, like, normally, like, I like to, especially if it's right before a full moon or a new moon, I like to clean the house and go in each room and just sage it and speak different scriptures from Psalms, also different scriptures from, oh my God, there's several different ones, but I normally like to use the book of Psalms. Also, I like to use certain affirmations, smoke clearing prayers, or smoke clearing chants, or smoke clearing affirmations. And I like to chant them at least 3 to 7 times. It just depends on which one. And there are certain prayers. I'm going to get into the prayers next, because that's a whole section. The prayers that you can use for smoke clearing. I'm going to actually verbatim, tell you which ones I like to use. Also, like I said, when you're using the sage, make sure you're holding the ends with the stem. This is going to be your base, and this is going to be your top part. There's a little stems right here, but this is going to be your top part. Wherever there's more stems, that's going to be your base. That way you can get a cleaner smoke usage out of this. Also, you can just lightly light it, go through each room. Make sure you open a window or a door to let out that energy. Also, it's antifungal, so it does cleanse the air of any germs, any energies, any spirits. And when you're using this sage, make sure you speak with dominancy with your prayers, and ask divine, ask the angels. I normally call on Archangel Michael and all the archangels and warrior angels to cleanse out whatever, the guardians, like, cleanse out whatever spirit or whatever being may be dwelling in the house. And you have to be very dominant with that prayer. Also, you can use subliminal prayers on YouTube. I'm going to, Ebo Smitty, his name, he has a demon removal prayer that is the bomb. It works every time. I love, and I play it at certain times of the month, or certain times of the moon phases and stuff like that, or seasons rather. But baby, it works like a charm. Keep playing it over and over. It will literally cleanse everything out of your home. So I'm going to leave that in the description box as well. Also, to go back to the smoke clearing, you can use resins. I actually forgot to bring the frankincense and myrrh resins. You can use that on a charcoal burner. That'll help smoke clearing at your altar, or even throughout the home. You can just take it and carry it around and cleanse it like you would do the white sage. So there's different herbs and things you can use as well. Bay leaf, other sages and things of that nature, other herbs, certain flowers and things of that nature you can burn in a charcoal burner, or the little charcoal burner, burn it, and you can hold it and go through your home as well. Also, something traditional, especially down south, we love incense, smoke clearing. This right here it will save you, especially if you cannot get your hands on white sage, or you're low or out of white sage. Get you some frankincense and myrrh. Frankincense and myrrh, get the one with 2, both. So frankincense and myrrh, this is great for protection. This is great for cleansing, renewal, blessing the home. A lot of different properties with that. Also, I'm going to be teaching which incense is for what as well. Also, sandalwood. Sandalwood, that's great. I like to burn these 2 together for protection. Especially if I'm at my altar. Those are going to be the top go-to incense I'm going to burn for protection and cleansing and purification of the altar and room, out, especially where I'm working in. Also, Nang Chapa. Good for cleansing, purification, all the type of good stuff as well. Attracting abundance and stuff as well. Just different. They have so many different properties, pure incense. Also, especially if I'm giving an offering and I'm speaking to, let's say, Archangel Michael, someone like that, the dragon blood. I like to burn the dragon's blood with maybe lavender or something like that, some type of incense like that. And this is considered smoke clearing. Also, if you have any energies, negative entities or spirits or energies, that will kind of delay them temporarily. It's not as strong as the white sage, so you will have to Like I said, still use the white sage, and also what I'm about to show you next. The white salt, this absorbs negative energy. This is, I said white salt, natural salt, sea salt. This is the pure natural sea salt. You can get this $1 or $2 at the grocery store or dollar store. It's white sea salt, especially after I do a ritual for the full moon, or the cleansing and purification of the full moon or the new moon, or certain like New Year's or something like that. I like to use sea salt and put it in the corners of each room and pray and bless the room as well. Also, it helps absorb negative energy. Also, I like to use it in my charge water for the full moon and new moon energy for my altar. So I put a little bit in there to make the blessing water as well. Charge water, blessing water. So also, like I said, it helps block off any entities or energies and things of that nature. Also absorbs any negative energy and moisture and anything that is not, pure. It's going to absorb it. Also, it's going to help purify some things as well. You can take a sea salt bath to cleanse and remove any negative energies or anything that may be attached to you, especially if you work or live around a lot of people, or you have a lot of people in and out your house, or you're out in public a whole lot, or different things of that nature. Also, if you just absorb it, if you're an empath, that'll be perfect for you as well. Also, this right here, Florida water. I like to use this as is, actually in a little spray bottle, like such. I do keep a traveling altar, and I actually have a video already of that on my YouTube channel. Go back to my list of videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Also, the DIY spiritual bath salt mixture, I have that as well. Florida water, it cleanses, it purifies, it does all this beautiful stuff. I like the smell of it. A lot of people don't like the smell of it. Normally people who don't like the smell of this or sage, something wrong with them spiritually. Just by research, that's just me. But it cleanses, it refreshes, it renews. It just, cleanses your aura. Like I said, I keep 2 bottles of that in my bag. And when I tell you it's the best thing ever, and you can get that on Amazon, or you can actually get that even at some grocery stores have them, and a lot of the international markets have them as well. Even some little corner store gas stations have them as well. If they normally sell a lot of the Latin international stuff, they normally have that as well. Also, Rue water. You have Rue water. I have the Rue water now. I have also something called the Destroy Everything cologne. When I say it destroys everything, it's like Archangel Michael in a bottle. I love this stuff. I do mix it with my offering cologne, which is the Kanuja water. I use this as an offering, especially when I honor the ancestors and the angels and things like that. And I like to mix those two together. It's like the bomb. With some charged water, it's like the bomb. I keep it in a little mist bottle. I keep it in my bag, my altar, my little travel bag. And it's like the bomb. Like I said, you got those right there. You have the different Rue waters and things like that. Blessing waters, protection, smudge sprays. You can make a smudge spray. I actually already have it on my YouTube channel. If you go back a couple videos, I already have that done. Also, candles. Candles. I love the Crystal Journey candles. These are Reiki charged candles, so they already charged with energy. Also, I know, really, they're charged with energy? Yes, you can charge things. You didn't know that? Objects hold energy as well. Energy is infinite. Just like the soul, the spirit. The spirit is infinite. It never dies. So, same thing with energy. So this has been Reiki charged with positive, high vibrations of energy. Also, black, of course, absorbs negative energy. Also, it helps with protection and different things of that nature. It has different properties as well. But I love this particular candle. I still charge it. And also, it comes with an invocation prayer affirmation. I invoke the spirit to guide and protect me. My faith assures that only the positive may touch my being. I am safe and at ease in body and in spirit. So that's one reason I love this company. Crystal Journey candles is made in the USA. I get mine from Amazon. I'm not sure if you can get it from Etsy or someplace like that, but I buy them strictly from Amazon. I got Prime for right now. So I'm going to use that Prime up. And I love it. This was like $12.50 or cheaper. I paid $12.50, and they last quite a while. And I normally get the bigger one for $18.50, but they were out. Also, if you can't get a black candle, I do recommend getting a white candle if you just cannot find a black candle, but I highly recommend a black candle. Also, getting a white candle, I get this 7-day candle. I cleanse it with Florida water, and I just pat that negative energy out, cleanse it down, put some blessing oil and things, and pray over it, and then I put it on my altar to use. That white candle, just like the clear quartz crystal, are considered universal objects. They can be used for protection and things of that nature. Especially, I like to pray with my candles lit. And like, I like those. And each color, I actually have a series, something coming up on the Sage series with the color theory for prayer and protection and things of that nature. Each candle represents something different, the different colors and things of that nature. So I have that coming up. Also, crystals, as you can see, I have protection pieces. The evil eye protection piece. Also, I have the black tourmaline with the different crystal pieces in the chakra alignment colors. Also have black obsidian. Let me get in there. It's like in between the boots. Black obsidian and the small onyx piece for protection and grounding energy as well. And of course, like I said, I have black tourmaline. This is an old piece. It's so old now. Black tourmaline. I have several other different, like tiger eye. I have different other crystals as well to help with protection and things of that nature. Also, I forgot to add Palo Santos with the sage. If you cannot find white sage, Palo Santos will be great as well. Also, along with the sigils, which is coming up next. I'm going to show you guys my favorite sigil pieces and also what they're used for, how you can use them, and where you can use them, and what's the best way to use them, and how to actually fully activate and charge them. And like I said, this is ongoing. This is something new I've started studying at the end of last year, and I introduced it into my life like last fall, and it is beautiful and it is perfect. And like I said, you can write sigils, and you can also learn to just find one that you're drawn to and connected to depending on what you need. I do like a lot of protection pieces. Like I said, spiritual protection right now is very, very, very a must have. Also, anointing oil. Let me open up my handy dandy kit. Charged water is good. Also, I do recommend getting you some holy oil, anointing oil, holy water, which is like the blessing water, charged water. Like I said, I keep it all. Sea salt. I keep it all basically with me. Just some of everything. I keep some of everything right now. And like I said, right now we are in a time where we can't really take any chances. There's things going on that other people that go unseen to the naked eye to certain people. Like I said, but once you are spiritually awakened, and a lot of people are waking up right now, and I'm very proud right now. I'm very proud. People are becoming aware of a lot of things. So a lot of things actually aren't hidden anymore. It's just we just don't pay attention long enough for it. Our attention span is short. But I'm hopefully you have learned some things. Like I said, there's a lot coming up. This is just a small piece of it. There's different things, prayers and things you can pray. I'm going to introduce you guys to, of course, the sigils and the things and why I use them, how I use them, where you can use them. And then we're going to, as I'm learning this particular chapter, I'm going to actually take you guys along with me. Also, like I said, crystals and different stuff I'm learning. Also, I'm going to leave the list of books down below that I use for just education and reference. Like I said, Pinterest. I have everything. I research, and I'm kind of a knowledge absorber, a knowledge sponge. I'm one of those people. I'm a Pisces. We like to know a lot. We like to absorb a lot of wisdom and things of that nature. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Like I said, follow me on Instagram. You will know all the updates, the live stream. Please join me for Cards and Coffee or Tea, Tarot, and Talk with a couple co-hosts and things of that nature. we're gonna set that up and enjoy the podcast that's coming up this week. Like I said, download the Podbean app and search The Goddess Complex. That's me. Thank you for watching. May you comment, like, subscribe. If there any questions you have, please comment below. Like I said, follow me on Instagram, Goddess_Complex 777. There's 3 7s, not 2. And I will see you on the podcast. I will see you back here on YouTube, and I will see you definitely almost daily, especially with this quarantine going on Instagram. So we're going to have Cards and Coffee this week as well. But you know what I'm saying, I got to get right with my father right quick. And some prayers and stuff, and do some stuff first. But thank you for watching. If this video is helpful to you, please share. Please share. Don't just hoard the information for yourself. Please share this with someone who may need it. Please, I just seen 2929. Please share this with your family, your friends, your loved ones, on social media, different places, just so people can have this education to share with one another. So thank you so much. Love and light, peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, your family, and each other around you, especially those who are in need right now, and check in on everyone. So thank you, and I love you, and I will see you guys later this week and in the next video and on the podcast. See you on Instagram.